Hello, and welcome to your final project before spring break. I just wanted to kind of get you an introduction to everything that you are going to be doing today and tomorrow. This project's actually due tomorrow, Friday, at the end of the school day. Now, I will not be here tomorrow, which means if you have any questions about anything, you really should ask them today while I'm actually here. So over the next 2 days, what you are going to be doing is you are going to be designing your ideal dorm room. Now, in this project, we are going to pretend like money is not an option. You can spend as much money as you want and do anything that you want. We're also going to assume that you live by yourself in a room, which is probably not very realistic, but we're going to pretend that way anyway. So, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going online to this online designer program, and you're going to be designing a dorm room very similar to the way The Sims works, where you can choose different building materials, different decorations, etc. I'm actually going to walk you through the entire process so you know what to do and how to turn everything in. There are 3 documents posted to Schoology today, the first being the set of instructions. These don't actually have to come back to me, they're just what they sound like. They're the instructions on what you do. The second are the actual questions that you are going to be turning in by submitting it to Schoology. And the third document is an example finished project that I did that you can look at any time to see kind of how everything works in doing this project. So right now, I'm going to walk you through what to do. Keep in mind, you can look at this video as many times as you need to and ask questions today if you're not sure about what to do. So you are going to go on to homestyler.com, and on this you are going to select Create New Design. It's going to take this a minute or two to actually load up. So once it actually does load up, you're going to select the option at the bottom to create the new design. And once you have that, you are going to select Start from Scratch. Now, I'm going to have everybody start off with a square room, and the way you do that is you just click it, drag it, and drop it into the gridded space on the right. Now, after you have dropped this down here, you'll notice that you can zoom in or out with a 2-finger scroll. So if you want to actually zoom in, you can do it up here with this little scrubber, or if you want to scroll down, you might want to actually use the scroll bar on the right. Now, you want to turn your scale on at the bottom the way I just did so I can see how large the room is, because this is going to be really important later when you're figuring out this project. Now, over on the left-hand side, you can see this drop-down menu that's provided me with all these different options. Whatever I decide, everything is drag and drop. So here I'm looking at different kind of floorings, and there's all these different options for hardwood floors. If I want to actually apply something to my room, I click it and drag it and drop it into the gridded space, and it will automatically apply it to the room. I can change this as many times as I want, and there's no options here for money or anything like that. So do whatever you'd like and apply anything to these rooms you want. Now, when you click on the actual rooms, like bedroom, you'll see that there's different options for furniture. Again, you can choose anything you want. No money's involved here. So you can drag and drop whatever you'd like. If you want to adjust something like spinning it in a room, you can do so, but you'll get this error message saying that you're like running into the walls. So you might want to move things to the center of the room before you rotate them, and then you can move them however you'd like just by dragging and dropping them in the room where you want. So today I want you to choose all these different things that you could possibly put in a room. And again, really explore this because you have 2 days. So explore the different kinds of furniture they have. Explore the decorations, the paint for the walls, the floor. Where are you going to put your doors, your closets, your windows? Really think about everything that you want to put in here. Notice that when I just tried to put a dresser in my room, I can't put it on top of other furniture because obviously that doesn't make sense. So you have to really keep in mind how big your room is. Hey, look, I teleported. Now I'm at home. Anyway, there's a few things that I want you to remember about this project while you're doing it. The first thing is the fact that you have 2 days to work on it. So today, what I would suggest getting finished with is actually finishing your room. Play around with it for as long as you want. But the thing I'm going to remind you of is that the homestyler.com website is not going to save your progress from today to tomorrow. So what I highly suggest you do is at the end of this project, you're going to have to take a screenshot of your finished room. I suggest getting to the point today that you finally take your screenshots of the finished room. And if you forget how to do that, it's going to be at the end of this video anyway. because if you take the screenshots today, you'll be able to finish the rest of the project tomorrow by answering all the questions and submitting. So that's what I want you to get done today. Just play around, design your entire room. By the end of today, get your screenshots done, and then tomorrow when you come in, you can finish the rest of the project, because Homestyler is not going to save your progress from today to tomorrow. So now, in this part of the video, I'm going to show you what to do at the end and how to answer your final questions. So at the end of this project, you're going to have the final product all done like this. First thing you're going to want to do is go down to the bottom and make sure your scale's turned on so you can see how big your room is. Now, in order to take this screenshot, I want you to actually only push Shift, Command, and 4. The reason for this is it's going to take a screenshot the way you've been doing it, but as you can see when I'm done, it's going to save it directly to my desktop, and this is going to make it easier to put in the questions later. Take a 2D and a 3D view picture. So you're going to have two pictures by the time you're finished. Again, Shift, Control, Command, and 4. Take that screenshot, it'll save it directly to your desktop, and you're going to insert this right into your assignment later. So for the last part of your assignment, you're going to want to answer all the questions, and some of the ones in this video are ones that are included, but it's not everything. So you'll open up the document that's labeled questions, and that is the actual thing you turn in. That's the only thing that's going to get submitted to me in the end. There's 3 documents: the instructions, the questions, and the example. I only need the questions back. That's the only thing you have to submit. So there's a few different questions that you're going to have to answer today that's going to involve some, oh, that was my dog. You're going to have to involve some online research, and this is why I had you save this for day 2, because now you can take the entire day to research all the stuff for your questions. Questions all have to deal with the flooring that you chose for your room. So what kind of flooring did you pick? Did you pick hardwood, carpet? What did you decide on and why? Then I want you to go online to some sort of hardware store, maybe Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, anywhere that sells flooring, and research the price that it would cost you to get something like that for your room. In order to figure this out, you're going to have to find the area of your room, which is going to be length times width if you had a rectangular shaped room. That's why I had you turn the scales on so you could see how big the room was. So research the price online, and not only for one place, but compare the rival prices to another place as well. So in other words, if you looked up Home Depot first, look up Lowe's and see what they compare to. Finally, I just want to make sure that you answer all the questions and submit this to Schoology. This is going to be a pretty hefty project grade, so make sure you get it all submitted. It's all due tomorrow.